Good morning, children. Welcome to the science class. So, in the last class, we were studying the lesson number 2 plants. So, under that, we were learning the topic reproduction, children. So, the reproduction that takes place in plants through seeds. So, now we'll move on to the today's topic. In many plants, we can observe that reproduction takes place through other parts of the plant. Yes, it may be the stem, the root, or the leaf. So now, is it possible to grow some plants without the involvement of seeds? So today we'll just find out, okay, yes, how can we grow the plants without the involvement of seeds? Yes. So now what happens here, the reproduction, a new plant can be grown, a new plant can be grown from the vegetative parts of a plant. Which are the vegetative parts? The vegetative parts of a plant are stem, root and leaf. A new plant can be grown. A new plant can be grown from the vegetative parts of a plant without the involvement of seeds. So that type of reproduction where a new plant can be grown. Okay. So that type of reproduction is called as vegetative reproduction. So what is vegetative reproduction, children? Vegetative reproduction is a type of reproduction in which a new plant arises from some part of a plant or some vegetative part of a plant. Which is that vegetative part? It may be the root, stem or the leaf. Okay, without the involvement of seeds. So that type of reproduction, it is called as vegetative reproduction. So the vegetative reproduction, it takes place from the underground stem, from stem cutting, from roots and from leaves of a plant. So one by one we are going to learn how the vegetative reproduction takes place from underground stem. So now when we take up the first reproduction, that is through underground stem. So now here we can observe in the picture the potato and ginger. These are the two examples for the underground stem. These stem, usually the stem grows above the soil. When the plant stores the food in the stem, okay, and as it is stored in the stem, this stem it grow as it stores the food, it grows, it is found inside the ground, and hence the name is given as underground stem. So now as the underground stem, through this also, through the potato, a new plant can be grown. As I told you in the last class, we just learnt that as the potato is not being used for 2 weeks, you can observe, as in the picture you can observe, children, yes, a small black marks you can observe, that those are the buds. Okay, as it is a potato is a stem, on the stem you can observe the buds, and these buds, from the buds you can observe small outgrowths. In your home also I think you have observed small green outgrowths start growing. So as it small outgrowth starts growing, when you take this potato and when you sow it in the soil, what happens? Yes, as it gets all the suitable conditions, from the bud region, you can observe from the bud region the stem starts growing, and from there you can observe the roots also. In the picture you can observe the root starts growing, and these roots fix to the soil, and the stem grows above towards the sun, and the leaves start arising. So a new plant arises from the underground stem. So this is vegetative reproduction. So now when we take up the ginger plant, when we take up the ginger plant here, so now here as you can observe here in the ginger, yes, the ginger is also a underground stem, children. So in the ginger you can observe the marks, children. The lines will be okay, are present. These are nothing but the nodes on the stem. the nodes where the leaf start growing. Understood? Here you can observe as this ginger, when it is placed under, and you can also observe the bud region, small bud, small outgrowths you can observe in the ginger. And these when this ginger is being placed in the soil, you can observe that from the ginger, okay, you can observe the new plant start arising. In the picture you can observe after 1 week, okay, the roots start arising from the ginger, the roots start arising and they fix into the soil. And from the bud region, small outgrowth, from there a stem start arising, and from this stem the leaves start arising. So from this we can know that yes, the reproduction takes place through the underground stem. As you can also observe it in the banana also, children. From okay, like banana, ginger and potato, a new plant can be grown from the underground stem. In these plants what happens, a part of the stem it is present underground, and it grows and develops roots and shoot to make a new plant. Yes, okay. So this is reproduction through underground stem. So now we'll move on to the next reproduction. The new plant can be grown by cutting the stem of the parent plant. For example, when we take up the rose, children, rose, sugarcane, grapes, bougainvillea, these are some of the examples. Yes, jasmine also you can take. Okay, these are some of the examples where what we are going to do, we are cutting the stem of the parent plant. The stem, it should contain the nodes in the, okay, it should contain the nodes, and this stem is being taken and it is sown in the soil, and the water is being sprinkled. All the favorable conditions are satisfied, and from the stem you can observe the small shoots start arising. The small shoots start arising, and this shoot, that is the stem, start start arising. And from there what happens, the stem which was placed inside the soil, from there, from the at the tip of the stem which is in the soil, okay, there the roots start arising, and the above you can observe the the stem start arising and the leaves start arising, and it grows into a well developed rose plant, and roses also will be bloomed in the rose plant. So this is one type of reproduction where we are cutting the stem of the parent plant and we are just sowing it in the soil to get a new plant. Okay, yes, so this is vegetative reproduction that takes place through the stem cutting. Example you can keep in your mind, the sugarcane, rose or grapes. Okay, so now the next reproduction that takes place through the roots, children. Here when we take up the roots, you can observe, I have taken the example of a sweet potato. Sweet potato, I think, okay, sweet potato, it is a root. Yes, the sweet potato, in this sweet potato what happens, the food is stored in the sweet potato. Yes, as the food is stored, as we know that the root, it grows under the soil. So this sweet potato also, it grows under the soil, and here as the food is stored in the sweet potato, it is fleshy and it is okay, edible. So now from the root, from the sweet potato, okay, we can grow a new plant. Yes, the sweet potato itself is a root. Yes, the sweet potato itself is a root. And from this sweet potato, again when we take this sweet potato and when we place it in the soil, when we sow it in the soil, what happens? Here you can observe already the parent root is present. That is the potato, and to the tip of the sweet potato, small roots start arising, and these fixes in the soil, and from the upper end of the sweet potato, you can observe the bud region is present, and from that bud region, what happens, the small shoot appears, that is the stem start growing from the bud region. Here you can observe in the picture, old stem is already present, okay, and from the oldest bud region, from that a new shoot start arising, and this new shoot can observe that it grows above the soil, and from this you can observe that as it grows above the soil, from this again a new plant can be grown, and from this new plant, what happens, the sweet potato can be been grown from the roots, children. Understood? Yes. So as the new plant start growing, this new plant is being taken and it is being sown in the soil, and as it is sown in the soil, what happens, the from the roots become swollen, and here the food is stored in the root, and it changes to sweet potato, and this is being removed, yes, and it is being used as a edible root. Understood? So from the new plant, that is the vegetative reproduction takes place from the root of a plant, from the root itself, from the root of the same plant. Understood? Here you can take the examples of dahlia and asparagus also. Yes, these are the three examples you can observe that the new plant arises from its root itself. So now we'll move on to the next type of reproduction, that is the reproduction that takes place from leaves, children. Here you in the picture, this is a bryophyllum plant. In the bryophyllum plant, what happens, the edges of the leaves, here you can observe the edges of the leaves is small bud regions, okay, are present. These are the notches where the bud start growing. Yes, the area where it starts growing, here you can observe in between this, the some regions are empty, the bud did not grow there, okay, those are the notches, and the bud which starts growing, yes, the small leaves start arising from the notches of the, that is from the ends of the bryophyllum leaf. Understood? So here you can observe a small leaf start arising, yes, and from the small leaf, from the bottom of the leaf, you can observe the roots also start arising. You can observe the roots, small thin roots are hanging downwards. Yes, so as the bryophyllum plant, as it grows, yes, as it grows, after some days you can observe from the notches of the leaf a small young plant start arising. Understood? A young plant start arising, and these young plant, it contains a small roots, yes, and small roots with the 3 or 4 leaves, yes. After some days, what happens, this small bud with along with the roots, it falls down from the parent plant, it falls down to the ground, and this root, it fixes into the soil, and from the, as it fixes to the soil, again a new plant start growing. Understood? So from this we understood that, yes, the small buds, they get detached from the leaf and it develops into a new plant. So we can, from this we can say that the different parts of a plant, yes, it may be the leaf, it may be the stem, or it may be the root. Yes, from this we can reproduce a new plant, and this reproduction, it is called as the vegetative reproduction. So the vegetative reproduction, it is better than the as it is better. Yes, it is easier and it is faster method of increasing the number of plants. Yes, so from this we can understood that we can understand that they maintain their number, the plants, they maintain their number by reproducing through an appropriate method of reproduction. Okay, so this completes the vegetative reproduction, children. So I'll meet you in the next class with the next topic. Okay, thank you.